Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know what they've got their hands for here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
331.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hey, Monday.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This Eagles defense for the Jets. They were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Fields. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. But Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Fields. It's the right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 23 yards. 1st down, Jets. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Great. Trimmer.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Jets have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Eagles at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Great. Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Chase Young. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 73.
Hurts. made in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Trimmer. Try left, get him. Try left, get him. Delta.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And this one too low. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Luther Burden, 69 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Up the middle with Franklin. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In motion right is Wilson. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanton. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38, Hurts. That's caught at the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
73. 73. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left Yeti.
They'll look to throw here. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A gain of 14.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the gun, Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Hey, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. Mates all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Let's go. Trim it.
From the 44, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 176 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. And a completion to Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a gain of 20.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Fields throwing again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't do it no more. Don't feel it no more.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180.
Hurts. They'll try and do it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch it.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here we go, son. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Hey, don't jump. Ready?
From the 50, here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. Set.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he fights through one man. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Field's going to change things up here. Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
3rd and 3.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331. Chip slip.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go, son. Delta. Alpha.
To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Fields now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Smile Munden in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Saquon Barkley, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jets 58, Eagles 51. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Fields pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. There he goes again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now it's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. On the gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
319, let's go.
Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
319.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got this complete to Burden. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
Fields throwing again. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run on 1st down. Stanton. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Don't jump.
Slot man moves right.
222, 222. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hitting the yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey,
They snap it to Fields. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go. 319, right tonight.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
And the Jets have got it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Don't jump. Ready? Move your head. Move your head.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.
Run it down. The sun is up. So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love.